Welcome to HumanityWins.net. Please read the important disclaimer on your screen. All of the content provided is for entertainment purposes only. It should not be taken as medical or legal advice. Please contact your doctor or lawyer if you require such advice. Thank you. The show starts right now. Hello, welcome to episode 113 of September the 19th of the year 2022. Today is a Monday, and today's episode is called The New World Awaits. Again, I went into this blog, EraofLight.com, which I suggested to you. You decide if it's your cup of tea. It has many things, watch out. And some of them don't resonate with me and some of them do. But I got this blog post and I share it with you in several screens here. And as I'm going to read through it, because it resonated with me very much of this moment in humanity, this moment in the history of planet Earth, and the history of humanity, which are two different things, okay? Planet Earth is Mother Earth, has its own history, and then the history of humanity, okay? But I want to kind of say a disclaimer before we watch it. It's pretty out there. It's a UFO alien stuff. And so I suggest to you before you stop the video at half of it, because it has an idea, and the last part is the best part, that you go through it on its entirety. And if it doesn't resonate with you at all, then just take it as science fiction, as if you will take an UFO or alien documentary or video, okay? But it has some points, and I want to transmute the idea to layman terms in a way and tell you how I agree on the basic idea that humanity, first of all, is going through a transformation, and this transformation is impossible. It's all of us at the same time, okay? It's not going to happen that way. I know it will be the easiest way. I would love it that we go to bed all one night and we wake up and we're transmuted, we're changed. No, it's not going to work that way. It's going to be your own personal process, and you have to decide to start it, okay? It's something you have to decide to go through. It's something you have to decide to go into yourself, into discovering your history. It's basically the same stuff I've been saying for 113 episodes. It's the same stuff I say in the last 3 minutes of the show, which is a prepared video I append to every video, to every show. It's basically all of this again and again and again, but I want to present it in different ways, because again, the only thing I can do is just this, just present it to you, hoping it resonates with you, hoping you send me an email, we start a chat, we start discovering your story, you start discovering your story. I'm just going to hear it, and you're going to make my day by sharing your story with me. That's why I'm very adamant about coming the show, because really the focus is, yes, we can talk about subjects and that, but it's discovering your story, okay? And again, I insist your story is not limited to this lifetime, you remember? It has been gone for a lot of time, Earth time. And believe me, all of our stories are beautiful. All of our stories are very interesting. Yes, we're equally beautiful. We're equally capable. We're equally powerful. I stand by that statement. But all of our stories are different. We're differentially beautiful, okay? Where each of us has chosen a path, and God knows this when He gave us the full package, you know, to go and traverse the universe, be a nomad through the universe, join many civilizations. He actually, you know, knew that all of our stories, all of our paths were going to be different. And we're basically going, you know, in simple terms, going from point A to point B, okay? That's your whole existence. But as you may do, go from city A to city B in whatever country you are, you can take the highway, you know, the interstate in the United States, the expressway, the motorway in the UK, the autostrada in Italia. You can do that, or you can go the scenic way, you know, with you know, going into little towns, stopping. You can maybe stop for a night in a town. So I want to share this metaphor that, you know, whatever your path is, you have chosen it. That's why I say there are no victims, because whatever we're doing here on Earth, we chose it. We had some say in it. It's just we don't remember it. That's why we feel like we're victims on this situation. But we are here for a purpose. We're here on this very eventful time in humanity, extremely eventful. Believe me, the year 2022, these last 20 years, the last 50 years is extremely eventful time in humanity as we go through this path of changing. It's change. We're being upgraded. As I'm going to share on the blog post, it goes very technical details of what's going on with DNA upgrading and all that. I also wanted to share that I was away for the past few days, as I shared on last Wednesday's episode. I had a great trip with my family, and we really needed it. I didn't know how much we needed it, all of us, because we haven't been able to travel that much as late. We love traveling. When the financial situation, my personal and family financial situation was a little bit better, we used to do a lot of traveling, especially international traveling. And right now, it's no problem at all. The financial situation it's not open to do a lot of traveling. So we did a short trip by car, and it was great. We had a great time. And, you know, I wanted to share that because I've been away. I really maybe commented on a couple of videos here and there with Wake in the Future and all that through my cell phone, really stuff, a few minutes thing stuff, but I haven't been able to respond to some of your emails. And Tony, I'm sorry if you're hearing this. I'm going to respond to your email after I'm done with the show. So we can arrange for you to come on the show and have a great chat. I'm really looking forward to that, and share it with our viewers, and think we're going to go places that not you and me know. We're going to discover it through the chat. I think we're very, very resonate very, very much together, and we're going to have a great time on the chat. So I'm sorry I haven't responded to you. I also have another email from a gentleman in the UK about having a chat about his story. So I'm sorry I haven't responded to you as well, Moxie from the Moxie channel. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to, after I'm done with this video, also do some work stuff, of course, and then respond to your emails today. I promise I'm gonna be done with that today. Okay. So without further ado, let's read together. First of all, this is the URL of the blog post. If you want to go ahead, I'm going to leave it on the screen for a few seconds as credit. And if you want to copy it, I'm sorry, it's this way. It's not as easy as the show notes, but I'm trying to clean up the show notes, trying to get around the shadow banning in BitChute. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to do a separate video, okay, just for the shadow ban channels, Changes Near and HumanityWins.net on BitChute. That I hope the subscribers watch, because there was a comment last week saying, I don't remember it by heart, but it was something along the lines, thank you for, the video, and you should have more subscribers. And I agree. It's a violation of the law of balance, the law of non-interference, what is happening with the channels. We're not getting a fair chance. And I don't mean to play the victim. Actually, the reason I'm going to do a final appeal on BitChute is exactly not to play the victim. This shouldn't be going on. I read the terms and conditions of BitChute, and there's the thing that our content is being syndicated, so the views are high. And you know what? What I'm going to say in the email is, if that's a problem, take the views out, filter them, okay? And I can contact the gentleman that offered the views, saying please stop, because I rather have 100 views with a channel that is growing, and not these external views that BitChute is taking them the wrong way. So I'm gonna write a very, very, professional email, trying to say to BitChute, I went through your terms. I don't find what I'm doing wrong. I'm referencing the Fair Use Act. I have cleaned up the show notes from external links, which is also a violation of BitChute's terms. And many channels do it, but it's fine. I mean, I'm trying just to play everything by the rules, trying to appeal to them both channels shouldn't be shadow banned. And actually, I'm going to go take a leap of faith and say, you know what? I had to create HumanityWins.net because Changes Near was shadow banned. So there are a mixture there of subscribers. And if you're going to reinstate the channels, how about, mixing them and create one channel with both subscribers? Right now, Changes Near has 215 subscribers, HumanityWins.net 89. I know there are some duplicates in there. Some of you, like Tony, my friend Tony from Mexico, he is on both channels. Actually, I personally follow both channels to check when videos are posted and that. And so these common subscribers, if we mix the channels, maybe it's going to end up with, I don't know, 200 and something, 280 subscribers of a new channel, not shadow ban. That would be great. And filter the external views, and we'll make a case that they stop. And let's go on. And I'm going to try that. But there's the chance that BitChute takes this the wrong way. And the last step is deleting the channels, okay? So if that happens, I want to make a special video to subscribers, and I'm going to make the appeal tomorrow, Tuesday. So you have 24 hours to watch that if the channels disappear, you have the chance to go into Rumble and Brighteon, or email me at hey@humanitywins.net. That's not going to disappear. We control that for further information, how to keep following me if you're interested. If you don't care, I'm sorry, that's the end of the line for us, and that's it. But if you do care, please, I want to make the appeal that you email me, or you go into the Rumble and Brighteon channels. It's very easy. Just go to HumanityWins.net and click on the Rumble or Brighteon icons. It's extremely easy. There's no need to remember a URL or anything. The only URL you need to remember is HumanityWins.net. And with that, you can keep following on those platforms, or await if we're gonna stay with BitChute. If we make the secret channel not so secret anymore. I don't want to share it still because that's like my last resort. If the change is near or humanitywins.net channels are deleted, both, then we might try to stay off the radar with a secret channel. Okay. So I'm sorry all of this happened. It's a mess. It's creating a lot of extra work for me as well. I don't want to play the victim here. I just want a fair chance, a fair share. I mean, the same equal treatment all other channels get on BitChute. That's what I want. I don't want a special treatment. Okay, but it's really, I want to understand why the shadow ban. Okay, they don't like my content. I want them to say it. Your content is not up to par for the BitChute platform, you know, whatever, the things you're going to. For me, it's so far-fetched because this is, I don't know, maybe I'm biased because it's myself, but I find that it's content that is very difficult to violate any terms or anything like that. I mean, we don't go into violence, we don't go into, you know, I don't know. Okay, so I wanted just to share that. There's going to be a special short video exclusively for those channels. I'm not going to upload that on Rumble or anything like that. Doesn't make sense at all. It's just for those channels, so that subscribers of those channels have a heads up of 24 hours that the channels might disappear, because it's a possibility that BitChute says, you know what, I've had it with you. I'm just going to go ahead and delete the channel and not mess with you anymore. And I wanted to clarify, it's not only the comment that got me, you know, the idea of make a final appeal. It's also the fact that now we're fully shadow banned. I mean, you go and search for changes near altogether. There's 0 videos that come out. If you change for Humanity Wins, 3 videos come out that they are not related to us. They're from another gentleman. And 0 videos from the Humanity Wins channel appear. That used to be the case, that if you search for those keywords, you will get the full list of videos when they were not banned. Okay, so let's go into this very interesting blog post. And I'm going to read it to you, same as Wednesdays. And then I'm going to give you my feelings and opinions, okay? Screen by screen. Greetings. From heart to heart, in this moment we speak. I'm Kech Rach. The information expressed here is that of my perspective, my point of view. For all truth awaits you in your heart. Tune into the light within you. First of all, thank you, Kech Rach. And thank you. We understand this, your point of view. There's not the truth or anything like that. There's no way to prove this. We all know that. Please, everything you see and hear is like that. There is no absolute truth. But I want to just speak on 2 sentences here, the last 2. For all truth awaits you in your heart. Yes, the only truth is inside you. Okay, basically that. Tune into the light within you. Yes, all the light is inside you. Okay, so let's go to the second slide here. For millennia, humanity continued its descent into the lower realms of Earth until many reached to the lower subplanes of 3D. This occurred due to 2 things: lack of love and abundance of fear. The dark entities, mostly non-human in origin, played their games very well, on and off Earth, in manipulating the human collective on many levels. They handpicked their human puppets to run the show on screen, while the masters work behind the scenes. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. First of all, I want to share about this 3D, 5D, 8D, 9D thing. It's just labels, okay? It's just labels. The way I understand it, there's a lot of confusion because I think some take it to heart and say you have to make changes to be able to move from 3D to 5D, which is apparently the new dimension we're going to have. I disagree, okay? I disagree completely. Everything is in your heart. Yeah, some say you have to stop eating meat, you have to stop taking alcohol. Both things I do, I accept it in this reality, because I'm in this reality 3D. And they say if I don't stop taking alcohol, for example, I'm never going to go into the 5D. I totally disagree. That resonates with me 0, okay? And I've heard otherwise. It's all about your heart. It's just a shell. It's not, if you eat a piece of paper, it's not you're going to stay in 3D. And if you eat an apple, you're going to go into 5D. This is just a shell. This is 3D, okay? Your shell, your human body is 3D. It doesn't exist in 5D. It's going to be a different one. It's going to be upgraded, as we're going to see in different slides, okay? So I disagree. I just wanted to share that because this might get people off. Oh, this is another story about the 3D, 5D. No. I'm not into that at all, okay? If anything, I just think 3D is a label for the old world, which is this reality 2022, and 5D is a label for the new world, reality of the near future, because I feel it's coming. It's coming very, very soon, okay? Second sentence, this occurred due to 2 things, lack of love and abundance of fear. That's self-explanatory. The problem with the world right now, lack of love and abundance of fear, okay? So we can all agree on that. Oh, this is very interesting stuff. The dark entities, this is the 4th line. The dark entities, mostly non-human in origin, play their games very well. I have to admit they have. On and off Earth. As I said, it's not exclusive to Earth, okay? They're doing this on several garden planets at the same time in manipulating the human collective on many levels. Yes, it's all a manipulation, okay? We give them all their power. There are no victims here. Humanity is not a victim. We have allowed this for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, and it's coming to an end because we're not allowing it anymore. So this episode connects to last Wednesday's episode, that this reality 3D is disintegrating thanks to you. When you start vibrating in love, when you go into yourself to discover your strength, your story, when you discover you are much more than you have been groomed to believe, their game, their manipulation is being destroyed, okay? So finally, they handpick their human puppets. Yes, the ones, I'm not going to say any names, but the ones we shout out, the presidents, the prime ministers, the queen, they are all human puppets, okay? They were puppets. I'm gonna go good here, okay? I wanna think they were manipulated as well. They were promised things in the afterlife, in this current life. They, of course, they never had to worry about money or anything like that. It's just a concept that for them, that's why when I'm sorry to bring up Prince Harry again, but I don't like this guy at all. When he says, don't worry, follow your heart, whatever. Yeah, you haven't have to worry about money 1 second of your life. I mean, at least be decent. Don't go saying people that have a bill in their hands, don't worry about money. Okay? Money has to go. Okay? Because money is the key to scarcity. Money is scarcity. Okay? And we're going to go into an abundance world. That's going to be, sorry to use the label, the 5D. Okay? Just think of it as the name of it. But that's the new world, basically. 5D equals new world, okay? So that's going to be, everything's going to have abundance. So then, yes, the Prince Harry can say, I don't know, if he goes into a 5D, whatever, yes, don't worry about money. You're right. But you're equal to me. You don't have your palaces anymore. You have your planes anymore. You have your servants anymore. You're equal to me and to everyone, okay? So now, yes, you are right. But living off from scarcity, living off basically without putting the effort 1 second of your life to come and say, I don't know, I find it disgraceful, okay? So all of them, they were just human puppets. They were promised a lot of benefits on this lifetime. I think they were probably promised benefits on the afterlife. They didn't go into themselves. They basically didn't discover themselves. They didn't know they didn't need any favors on the afterlife because they controlled the afterlife themselves. So they fell for the trap. They were full of fear. Human puppets full of fear. So the ones we're shouting right now, the presidents, the prime ministers, the Faucis, all of them, human puppets, okay? Final sentence, while the masters work behind the scenes. That's self-explanatory, okay? Okay, so before I start reading, we're starting to go out there, okay? And there's a word here, Atlantis, that some of you will say, oh, this is all BS, Atlantis doesn't exist. Okay, bear with me, and please don't leave the video because there's good stuff coming. Okay, make your mind at the end, okay? Please keep with the video. Don't be put off by the word Atlantis, and galactic civilizations, ETs, all of the words that I find on this screen. Since the fall of Atlantis, all was done to keep humanity not only slave, but in the darkest mindset possible. Some of this was done through the will of participants, while some of it was done against the free will of many. If you read or listen to messages from the higher dimensions, they'll tell you it was all done with prior agreement. However, I disagree. Fast forward a few thousand years, and here we are on the cusp of the greatest paradigm shift the universe has ever witnessed. I say the universe, for it is true. Humanity and Earth have the attention of many galactic civilizations at this time, watching everything unfold here and now. They have been watching and assisting in immense ways. I have said many times, without their help, humanity and Earth would have been long perished at the hands of the negative ETs. This will simply not be permitted by the hierarchy of this universe. Another garden will not be lost, as it was on Lyra during the Galactic Wars millions of years ago. Okay, a lot of stuff here. So I'm going to go piece by piece. Bear with me, okay? I'm not even going to talk about Atlantis, if it existed or not. Okay, it's certainly a possibility. So I do believe it existed, but it's just an opinion, my feeling, okay? If you don't believe, let's not go into Atlantis because it's a rabbit hole in a way, okay? So, but the important part is since the fall of Atlantis, that's where the good stuff starts. All was done to keep humanity not only slave, but in the darkest mindset possible. We all agree. We go through mainstream history. We don't even have to go into alternative history. That's what they've been doing for thousands of years. Yes, maybe humanity is not technically enslaved, but if you go and look 500 years, we're so basic and primitive that they will keep us enslaved through hunger, okay? 90-something% of inhabitants on Earth 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago, they were suffering from hunger. So that was their, I mean, of course, they were in the darkest mindset possible. They were suffering from hunger, and they were suffering from disease. That because their physical vessels were not getting the sufficient energy, their immune system was not working properly, so disease was rampant. So the life expectancy was probably even 25, 30, 40 years. Okay, I'm talking 1,000 years ago. So it was very easy for the evildoers to control Earth at that time. Of course, a few enlightened, a few advanced beings, they were a little bit or a lot ahead of the line. That, you know, most humanity that was very behind in the line. So what I'm talking about, Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad, many others, Jehovah, and many others, they will come from time to time, just basically sharing, you know, humanity. Their message was very clear, going to your heart. I mean, you're not this is not what's going on, there's something else, okay? You're not this, you know, suffering, primitive, you know, being with no enlightenment at all. No, you're something very different. That was the message. That's the conch I get. That was the message. It was totally manipulated. And religions were created off of it to continue to enslave humanity in the darkest mindset possible, through religions, to bring an answer to this question, what's after life, okay? So religions are the key, air quotes, I don't agree, of the art of life for mainstream, okay? So that's why they took these expressions, these beautiful expressions of Jesus Christ, the Prophet Muhammad, and others, that they were far more advanced to 2,000 years, 2,000 years, 1,000 years ago, and they created, manipulated religions that they control through that. Okay, that's my opinion. You decide if it's not. So the other part I want to see is about the free will and victimization of humanity. So some of this was done through the will of participants, while some of it was done against the free will of many. I don't agree. I think everything was done through free will, but we were deceived. So if we had gone into ourselves, we had a chance. But because we were vibrating on the shell, on the 3Ds, we were vibrating on the body, on the flesh. I wanted to say we were vibrating on the flesh, and we were away from the spirit through free will. Then that's why we fell for the. And I include myself. Okay, I'm not perfect in any way, or I'm not special. We all fell for the deception. So I don't see the victim here. Yes, the evildoers are awful. Yes, but that's the evildoers. That's them. They're going to have to deal with that. We are not executioners of justice here, okay? That's karma. That's them. We had the chance to say, yeah, this is not real. So I'm not going to attach to it. What's happening in the year 2022? The Earth was never as awake, air quotes awake, as it has been right now, September 19th of the year 2022. So that's why it's a very eventful time on planet Earth for humanity, and that's why they're throwing the book at us. They're desperate. Believe me, they are desperate, okay? Because they were able to control this for thousands of years, and why right now is everything, you know, they're not able to control it anymore. Just think of it, why they're throwing everything, inflation, wars, you know, diseases, deceptions, injections, you know, technology. You don't have an idea how much they throw at us through EMF. I mean, what cell towers do, what satellites do, what appliances in your home do to you. Just using a microwave, it's killing you, but you don't know it. Oh, it tastes so good when you put some TV dinner on the microwave and eat it. The microwave, your phones, everything. This technology I'm using right now, unfortunately, I say unfortunately because I don't have any other technology to create this video. But this technology right now is hurting me, okay, physically. Because they believe if they keep you down physically, then you're not going to be able to go into the spirit. You're not going to be able to go into yourself towards yourself, the self, not the ego. Okay? Because I watch a video and I want to make a comment on that. Watch a video of the channels I follow, and they related loving yourself to New Age to ego. No, I don't agree with that. That's why I'm changing the words, because the message can be twisted. Okay? Love yourself. It's actually not needed, because you already have all the love in you from the Father. He gave you all the love you're ever going to need. That's why you don't need love from others, okay? That's why you cannot go through life saying, oh, my children don't love me enough, oh, my parents didn't love me enough. No. You don't need any of that. Everything, you have it inside. But that doesn't mean you vibrate with the ego. Of course, saying, I love myself, so you know what? Everything is about me, so you know what? I'm the king of the hill. That's totally wrong. And I don't agree even the New Age is about that. I see it more like it has been twisted into ego-centered mentality of saying, you know what, everything's about me, everything, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm awake, so everything's about me, so I'm better than you. No, I disagree. It's more of a self-discovery, or at least the way I see it. So I don't see love yourself as equal to New Age, as equal to ego-centered, okay? I see love yourself as equal to discover yourself, as equal to discover that you don't need the love of others. You truly don't need it, okay? Because you have all the love you're ever gonna need inside you since the start. That's how beautiful God is. He gave us all the first chance. He gave us all the love we we're gonna need. He gave us all the wisdom we were ever gonna need. He gave us all the power, the strength we were ever gonna need. But we have to go inside us to discover it. And the evildoers, they keep us on the darkest mindset possible. Okay. So if you see here, this gentleman that is writing this blog post says, if you read or listen to messages from the higher dimensions, they'll tell you it was all done with prior agreement, free will. However, I disagree. Well, I disagree with this gentleman. I do think everything is through the free will. So there are no victims here. No one is a victim here, because you always have the chance to go into yourself and discover you're a different thing and stop participating in this reality and help disintegrate it. That was Wednesday's episode, okay? So, second paragraph, fast forward a few thousand years, and here we are on the cusp of the greatest paradigm shift the universe has ever witnessed. Yes, I agree. I don't know if it's the greatest paradigm shift the universe has ever witnessed. I don't know how we could, make that assessment, but it's pretty great. Okay, let's just leave it at that. I think he went a little bit overboard with the greatest. There's no way. It's like saying my country is the greatest country in the world. How do you come to that? All countries are great. All people are great. All races are great. We're all brothers and sisters. Same with the universe. So let's just keep it that it's a pretty eventful time. Okay. I say the universe, for it is true. Humanity and Earth have the attention of many galactic civilizations. Yes, totally agree. And I have been saying it. We have the attention. A lot of energy is coming. This attention is coming in the form of energy. Energy equals love. Energy equals messages. Energy equals assistance. Energy equals the information to discover yourself, so you can traverse your path, you can put in the work, and you can help disintegrate the 3D so we can all go into the 5D, the new world, okay? So attention at this time, watching everything unfold here and now, yes. They have been watching and assisting in immense ways. Yes, 100% agree on that. I have said many times, without their help, humanity and Earth will have long perished at the hands of the negative ITs. No, I totally disagree. I'm sorry, again, I disagree. No, there's no way to say that. There's no way to know, okay? I think we will have found a way to discover ourselves and help ourselves, because at the end, these galactic civilizations, they are not doing any direct help. The less you do, the more you do. They have been watching and assisting in many immense ways, as the gentleman says. But they give us the love, the information. They give us like they're like cheerleaders. You are doing a marathon and you are right there and you're trembling, your legs are trembling, and you have your family there, shouting, you can do it. But you need to do it. I cannot go into the marathon and carry you, okay? You need to do it. And you discover when people have done this type of endurance races and that. I have a friend that does what's the name? The three things. I forgot the word. They do a marathon, Mega Man or something like that. They call it. They do a marathon, 42 kilometers, 195 meters. They do, I believe, is 4 kilometers they do. Forgetting words. I'm sorry. They do 4 kilometers. Water, whatever. I forgot the word. And they do 190 kilometers by bike, cycling. Okay. So back to back to back. I think they start with the 4 kilometers of water, then they do the bike. At the end is the marathon. Sorry. So they're on their own. Okay, they're on their own. They're discovered strengths, physical strengths that they haven't discovered themselves, and it goes back to an episode I did a few months ago about the long walk. That story of these prisoners that left Russia, a gulag in Russia, and walked 6,400 kilometers. That's 4,000 miles, all the way to India, and found freedom, and they were able to escape. Imagine that. They were probably not even, some of them have, clear vitamin deficiencies. They have they had to use the elements, they had to fish, they had to hunt, they had to do everything. Okay, they had to go through a desert without water, but some of them didn't make it. But at the end, I believe it was 4 of them that made it, and they were able to find freedom. Okay, so it's a beautiful book and a beautiful, I think it's a long way, the movie, 2010. So I suggested that a few months ago, and I suggested again because it's a beautiful movie and book about the human resilience. Okay, so I disagree with this person that if we didn't get help from the ETs, good ETs, the benevolent civilizations I talk about, that we have perished. No, I think we have found that human resistance, human resilience, and we will have found a way to still be here. Okay. The last sentence, let's see, this will simply not be permitted by the hierarchy of this universe. Another garden will not be lost, as it was on Lyra during the Galactic Wars. I'm not going to go into Lyra because it's the same rabbit hole as Atlantis. Some of you are going to say it's BS, it's all lies, the outer space doesn't exist. So why should I go? If some of you are interested in Atlantis, in Lyra, the Galactic Wars, I have some information. And by the way, I know you noticed, I made a little, change to a presentation, and it's the email is right there on the bottom left, and it's a little bit clearer now because I was talking to someone and said, just send me an email. It's all through the show in the bottom left, and said, no, I don't see it. So I was thinking that maybe on cell phones, smaller screen cell phones, on computers it's extremely clear. Okay, that's why maybe for me it's not. But on cell phones, maybe it was a little bit small. So I made the font a little bit larger and include the word email there, and it's hey@humanitywins.net. That's not going to change. We control the domain, and it's a safe Cloudflare ProtonMail powered email. So it's as safe as a ProtonMail email equally. Believe me, if you have issues with that, you can directly try humanitywins.net at protonmail.com, like that, humanitywins.net at protonmail.com, okay? But please send me an email if you're interested in this stuff. I can send you information, or we can have a chat, non-recorded. If it's your cup of tea, I'd love to share with you. But I'm not going to go here talking about Lyra because I'm going to lose you, and there are more important messages on the following slides. So let's continue. The negative ETs and their puppets have stopped at nothing in creating fear and chaos on Earth. Yeah, there are 2 things they still fear most. Oh, the perils are coming. Okay, one being the human becoming. I'm sorry. Let's read that again. 1, being the human being becoming a realized creator, awakening to its true divine origins. 2, the humans first being more open, finally knowing and accepting the fact that they are not alone in this universe. They have friends and family nearby in the stars. The humans are descendants of these galactic beings, hailing from the Pleiades, Andromeda, Sirius, Lyra, and so on. The energies from the galactic center, which have been blasting the air for many decades now, and only continue to increase in intensity, have changed the path of humanity away from a destructive one towards a peaceful future. We have a lot of stuff here. So I'm sorry I was not getting at what he was trying to say. So yes, negativities and the puppets have stopped at nothing. Yes, okay. Yes, for thousands of years. So that's their system. That's their prerogative. That's the only thing they know how to do. Okay, so that's why they are desperate, because they say used to work for thousands of years. Why right now, year 2022, is not working, and a lot of them are realizing their inner power. A lot of them are realizing they're much more than this, and we cannot stop it even by injecting, because some people think injecting equals death, equals you're done. No, I don't agree. A lot of people that are injected, they're fine. They're gonna discover themselves, and they're gonna be fine. That's why I've lost a lot of interest, or all the interest on the vaccine, on the scam, on the scandemics, because they don't have any importance. We can beat them. We can beat them if we discover who we are, okay? So let's go to line 2. There are 2 things they still fear most. Okay, 1, being the human being. I think there's a mistake there. 1, being the human being becoming a realized creator. Yes, they fear that you realize who you are. They fear that you awaken to your true divine origins. They fear that you discover you're much more than the shell. They fear you discover your spirit. Okay, that's basically it. It's very simple concepts. Okay, they fear that you go from realizing that you only have this life and you're gonna have a death, and it's kaput. I mean, let's admit it. Majority still think when you're dead. I don't know. My religion tells me I'm gonna go to heaven because I've been to church every Sunday. That's still their mindset, okay? They don't realize they are much more. We're so much more. Humans are so much more, okay? Because of the spirit, because the true boss is the spirit. The flesh, just the flesh, okay? It's help us traverse this 3D reality, okay? So two, the humans offer being more open, finally knowing and accepting the fact that they are not alone in this universe. Yes. When you realize who you are, you're gonna immediately, that's like a given, okay? You're gonna realize you're much more, and you have brothers and sisters, not only on Earth, throughout the universe, okay? We're all brothers and sisters. We all come from the same place. So we have friends and family nearby in the stars. This sentence, the following one, I don't agree very much. I'm going to explain it. I think there's a confusion here. The humans are descendants of these galactic beings hailing from the Pleiades. Yeah, maybe the Pleiades, Andromeda, Sirius, and Lyra are civilizations that are older, but the humans are humans, okay? We all come from the same place. So the thing is, you can be a Pleiadian and you can be a human. You were a Pleiadian before, okay? You can be an Andromedan and you could be a human. You could be from Sirius, like I shouldn't say this, I know, but they claim, people that know a little bit more than me claim that Jesus Christ was from Sirius and then a human. And you could come from Lyra, and you could be an Arcturian, and you could be a Blue Avian, which I know I've been a Blue Avian and a Pleiadian, okay? Those two I know, and many more, because when you have done thousands and thousands and thousands of expressions, the thing is that greater percentage are here on Earth. You're a human, most of them. Why? Because there's a feedback loop. The deception goes beyond your life, goes to the afterlife. When you immediately go, there's a deception, and because they have groomed you through religion, they have groomed you through mainstream knowledge of death, that there's an after death or whatever, which doesn't exist at all. When you're dead, you're free. Your free will tells you, I want to go and be a Pleiadian now. And there's no Jesus Christ or anything like that. Jesus Christ is out there in the universe. It's not in a light waiting for you when you die. Okay? He never left. He's always available for you. It's not like when you die, he says, come home, son. No. You're never coming home. You left home when you were created, and you're gonna, in a way, in a metaphor, gonna go back home when you ascend and become an eternal being of love and guidance, an ascended master, okay, like Jesus Christ. So I totally disagree. It's not a descendant thing. I see it more, these civilizations are older, okay? We don't necessarily come from them, or there's mixtures or anything like that. It's the way I see it. Of course, everything I say, I want to clarify this. It's in the disclaimer, and I mention it again and again. Everything I say, I'm possibly wrong. You have to understand it. If it resonates with you, there's something there for you. It's not that validates that this is true. If it resonates with you, is that you and I have an alignment there. Like, for example, Tony, that I hope he's on the show. Tony from the UK, he appeared on Wake in the Future the last few days. I hope he's in the show the next few days. We resonate in a lot of things. We still have a lot of differences, but we resonate with a lot of our thinking, our feeling. That doesn't mean necessarily that because Tony and I have a resonation there, that's the truth. There's no truth. The only truth is inside you, okay? The truth out there is just your view of the truth. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So the energies from the galactic center, which have been blasted the air for many decades now, and only continue to increase in intensity, have changed the path of humanity away from a destructive one towards a peaceful future. Again, it's a rabbit hole. The energies have been coming forever. It's just we were too suppressed, too in a dark mode. I mean, if you're suffering, if you don't know what you're gonna eat, if you're suffering, if you're so down physically, it's very difficult. You're going to embrace the energies from the galactic center. In a way, humanity was able to get out from that rabbit hole of, being always suppressed, a slave, basically. So the evildoers, they kind of allow us more and more and more and more and more. Until this point, they don't know what they're doing, because they feel, that this cattle that we are to them, we're just cattle to them, is out of control. That's why they're desperate, okay? And that's why we are winning, okay? So let's look. I think this is almost, we're almost done here. I'm sorry, but that has been going long. With these new energies, new alignments of the star bodies, template downloads, come higher activations of DNA, expansion in consciousness, and humanity remember their natural abilities, such as telepathy, natural healing, teleportation, and so on. The revealing of higher truths, including the existence of ETs, humanity's true origins, advanced technologies, and where this world is headed, oblivion into the fifth dimension, are to gain greater attention in the months ahead, with of course a much larger audience. Okay, so a few things here, very interesting, but I'm gonna try to speed it up. So because of this energy that is coming in the form of love, in the form of information, you're also being upgraded physically, okay? Let's just leave it at that. You're being upgraded physically, okay? So there's an expansion in consciousness. We can all agree with that. This awakening process, okay, it makes sense now. But I want to concentrate on the third line and humanity remembering their natural abilities, because we have these natural abilities as humans. We can go through time, but that one I just mentioned it so you can dimensionate the power you have, okay? But that going through time for your own benefit is not allowed, and it's not a good use of time travel. You coming back to assist yourself as an ascended master, your superior self, coming back and giving messages, and you don't know who are sending you these messages, probably you. Okay, if you're having like a conversation with an angel through dreams and that, it's probably you. In my case, I know it's me. Okay, I dwelled into that, I took interest into that, and someone helped me, and we discovered most of the messages I'm receiving, most of the information I'm receiving through dreams, through signs, not explicit, is by my ascended master, by me in the future. Okay, that's it. We are all gonna be ascended masters. Okay, it's just time, which is irrelevant in a sense. So don't worry about it. That's why I say enjoy your life, enjoy it with family and friends, because it's a particular thing of your planet Earth. That's why I insist so much. You say, I want to be alone. I don't have any friends, and I don't have any family, and I want to be alone. It's fine. That's your own free will. The only thing I say to that is you are going to have other opportunities to be alone, and it's going to be the only opportunity to be alone. So in this one, you have choices, and you have family and friends, and it's really difficult for me to think of someone that has zero family and zero friends. It could happen, I know. So if that's the case, you know what? You have a friend in me, okay? You have zero family and zero friends, so you're listening, send me an email and we can become friends, okay? Because I want you to have one friend. But I find that extremely difficult, okay? Enjoy your family and friends. And I want to mention something important here, telepathy. Very important. That's the communication of the future, and we have that. And I think we're using that without the consciousness that we're using it. And that's why people from all over the world, I agree, through the internet, whatever, it's just a tool. We're coming together. And that's how I met Pat and Joel, through the internet. That's how I met Tony from Mexico. That's how I met Tony from the UK and Craig from the UK, Wonga Wonga channel. By the way, go and check it on YouTube. Sorry, on BitChute if you can. Sorry about that. And we're all coming together. Tina, a listener of the channel. And many others, okay? Many others. Francesca Jobby from freedome.com and freedome.tv. I mean, we're all coming together. This is not a coincidence, okay? We are using the community consciousness, the humanity consciousness through telepathy, okay? Another one, natural healing. That's why I say don't worry about disease in the future. There's not going to be any disease. You're not going to need any medicine. You're going to heal yourself. Right now, your physical self, your flesh is so diseased throughout the world. Not particularly you, but I mean the whole humanity is so into disease because of the evildoers. Because it's a way they keep you down. If they keep you diseased, you are concerned about that. If they keep you fearful, you are concerned about the fear. If they keep you hungry, you are concerned about the food. That's why all of that is going to be abundance for all in the future. Okay, teleportation. That's also why I mentioned. Don't be concerned if there are going to be highways, airplanes, if you're going to get your own airplane. How about you just snap your fingers and I go and visit Pat and Joel in Massachusetts, okay? Teleportation. It's probably going to be either a physical vessels transport or we'll just do it as energy, okay? And so on, many other things. And yes, the second paragraph, I agree. I don't know if it's in the months ahead. I don't see the future, but it feels very imminent, okay? That all of this, the self-discovery that humanity is going through, that you're helping by self-discovering yourself, it's going into up gear. It's like it's speeding up. And unfortunately, I feel the evildoers, they are gonna try to keep us throwing the book at us. So that's why I say, I'm sorry to say, I see more financial problems in the near future. I see more diseases, more scams, more vaccines, more everything, because that's their tools to keep us suppressed. Okay, and you decide if you abide by those tools, if you are suppressed or not. Because if you go into yourself, no one can suppress you. You are the most powerful thing in the universe, but that doesn't make you the king of the hill. I want to go back to the self-love equals new age equals ego. No, I don't subscribe with that at all. Okay, we are all beautiful beings. We are all the creation of God. And I'm not going to go into what God is, okay? So I don't even understand myself. I just see him as the creator of everything. So he created everything in love, through love, and powered by love. Okay, so I hope it makes sense. I think we're going on the final slide here. As we stated above, the flow of photonic light from the great central sun is only increasing. Great central sun is God, apparently. This is affecting everything on Earth at one level or another, including those who seem to be most asleep. Their soul is nudging them to wake up. It is truly time for humanity to rise with Mother Earth and shift into a reality of paradise. A world where light, love, peace, abundance, and unity are the dominant energies. From heart to heart, I am Kehrach. Thank you, Kehrach. I didn't agree with everything as I shared, but beautiful blog post. And I just wanna very quickly go into the paragraph. And yes, there's energy coming. There's a lot of help coming from the universe. Okay, let's just leave it at that. This affecting everyone, everything on Earth. Yes, it's not only affecting humans. You can see it on birds, on dogs, on trees, on vegetation. Everything is being upgraded. The sea, everything. That's why they're so desperate to throw the EMF, the 5Gs, the 6Gs, the nuclear, the everything. The chemtrails, everything. That's why they're upgrading their own, nefarious stuff, because the natural things, the organic things, are also being upgraded. So it's like a, like a war, like a race. Okay, who's getting ahead? Humanity, by the way, is getting ahead. And interesting thing on the second to third line, including those who seem to be most asleep, their soul is nudging them to wake up. The awakening process is a personal one. Okay, we don't awaken anyone. We don't awake anyone. Okay. I shared a comment that then I edited over the weekend because I did it through my phone, and then I felt it was going to be misunderstood. And on a Wake in the Future comment, I said, I'm here to teach no one. And it seemed a little bit abrasive and a little bit, and then I said a little bit on the negative. No, what I wanted to say is, I don't have the power to teach anyone. I don't have the power to awaken anyone. I can only share my story. I can share these videos, and I hope they entertain you, and I hope they resonate with you, because if they resonate with you, then you put in the work to wake up, as it's saying here. But this energy is coming, and there are a lot of unconscious awakenings going on. People I see that they seem to be system people, but they're very awake. So they're for them, their path is gonna be, one day they're gonna wake up. I mean, literally, okay? Wake up in the morning, and they're going to say, wow, wait a minute. I know all this stuff out of the sudden. Okay, that's wisdom. That's wisdom that was uncovered for them through a hyper-meditated state of sleep. And they're going to learn by, chunks here, and it's going to go very fast for them. So there are the cases, like we put in the work and we try to discover stuff. And for some, it's going to be basically, they don't do anything. It's going to come to them through a sleep, through their own free will. And they're going to awaken literally in the morning, awaken metaphorically. Okay, hope it makes sense. It is truly time for humanity to rise with Mother Earth. I agree. Mother Earth is very important. Mother Earth is with us on this. It's really trying to send those messages, but we also don't hear Mother Earth. And we have been horrible to Mother Earth, let's admit it. I mean, I'm not into the, climate change and that, but we have been horrible to Mother Earth. And shift into a reality of paradise. By the way, yes, we have been horrible because the evildoers, that's what they wanted. That for us to be horrible to Mother Earth, okay? And shift into a reality of paradise, a world where light, love, peace, abundance, and unity are the dominant energy. That's pretty self-explanatory. Thank you, Kehrach. So I wanted to say, you feel the world is in turmoil, or we're not winning the battle. Just realize that the day humanity was most awake is today, September 19th of the year 2022. And believe me, that's a true statement, okay? So I wanted just to say, humanity wins. Yes, that's the simplest way to explain all of this. Humanity wins. Humanity will win. Just please be a little bit more patient, and please go into the self-discovery process, because it's not a one-day thing. It's not a 1 hour thing. It's not something you take a course and say, oh, I'm discovering, 100%. No, it's you put in the work every day, okay? And I'm discovering new things every day, and I'm trying to be a better human every day, but I'm full of flaws. I'm full of mistakes. I still go into violence. I still go into, into the dark. Believe me. I shared that I was doing, I made a trip recently. It was by car. Yesterday, as we were coming home, I was passing on the highway, trailer, truck. And, but I was doing maybe 10 kilometers per hour over the limit. Okay. But it was very slow limit. It was a piece of, we're going to a mountain and that, so the limit was 100 kilometers per hour, which is not a lot. So I was doing like 110, so passing this trailer on the passing lane, on a 2-lane highway, and suddenly someone that they were probably doing 160 kilometers per hour, 100 miles per hour. So they put the lights and that, but they put really behind me as I was surpassing the trailer, and they start honking the horn. And I'm still a human. It was very difficult for me not to react, saying, first of all, I'm doing over the limit. You should be a little bit more patient. So when I finally passed the trailer and they passed on my left side, it was a young guy and he was shouting, yeah, you idiot, you man, go faster. I want to do, 100 miles per hour, 160. He was going very fast on a very fast car, by the way. So I'm still a human. I shouldn't have reacted. As my wife told me, if this guy had a gun or something, because there was, yes, I reacted. Okay, I shouted. Maybe, of course, he didn't hear me, but what I want to say is, please don't be concerned, that you're not getting it and you're still a human. Of course, you're still a human, okay? Of course. So let's just try. You have to put in the work and let's just keep going at it to try to be the best versions we can be in this reality, okay? Be kind to others. If you do a kind act, forget about it. There's no need to publish it. Pat and Joel from Wake in the Future had a beautiful episode yesterday, Sunday, that they shared that, They shared an example that Joel was traveling in New Hampshire, and a couple, basically offered, to pay for the bill of someone or something like that. That's a beautiful act, okay? And they say it's the best acts are the ones you do and you forget, okay? Because it's not about the ego, it's about the self, the selfness, okay? The spirit. It's not about the flesh, it's about the spirit. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I haven't checked the time, but I know it went long, but it was so good information. And after I'm done with producing this video, I'm gonna do the quick video for the BitChute listeners explaining my appeal, and then probably there's a possibility the channels are gonna be deleted, all right? Take care. If everything is okay, I shall see you back on Wednesday. Have a great Monday with family and friends, or alone, you decide. I always gonna suggest, please enjoy every second of your life. Thank you, and please stay for the last 3 minutes of the show. Thank you. We want you on the show. Send me an email to hey@humanitywins.net to schedule an interview. Help me out by making the show more interesting, fun, and knowledgeable by having you on and giving our viewers the opportunity to learn from you. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover yourself. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and guidance. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover yourself? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to yourself and the universe. Request to be connected and ask, who am I? Where do I come from? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs, and signals. You will notice how your notions about those realities start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering yourself equals to breaking your matrix. Your self-imposed limits will fall, and you will be ready to serve humanity and help break this spell and deception on us. But you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will start a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, loss, envy, violence, justice, true violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only the evildoers and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Please relax and enjoy life. When everyone breaks their own matrix, humanity through our community consciousness will break the final spell. The new world will start and everything will gradually fall. Governments, hierarchies, and the medical and financial system will go from scarcity to abundance for all. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this episode. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@humanitywins.net. Please be sure to check out our friends from Wake in the Future and their awaken-attire.com shop. They gave me my first opportunity to speak about this and I will be forever grateful. Link to their channel and shop on the show notes. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.humanitywins.net. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.